Good morning, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Came over here today and moved the bulls and see some great big old turkeys over there on that far ridge. I couldn't tell what it was at first. There he is. He's just feeding along way over there. There's another one behind him. There he is, right in line with that chimney on that house. His buddy, those are gobblers. You can tell by how black they are. Where's that other one? Oh, there he comes. Oh shoot, there's more than two. There's three. Maybe more coming yet. I love turkeys. I like to have wild turkeys on the farms. It just kind of tells you you're doing things right. They're over there on that paddock the cattle just grazed. That other one is actually on some stockpile that we haven't grazed. There's some more coming behind them. And they're over there picking through, the calendar and different things, probably eating some worms and grubs and doing what poultry, turkeys do. But the topic this morning I was going to talk about was insurance fence. What is an insurance fence? I'm getting ready to show you. So we started here at the water, and everybody says, well, how do you rotate so often and not have water everywhere? Well, we've got one water point right there. And this is the Russ Wilson frost-free water valve. There's no ice on that. And folks, it's cold out here this morning. That's our feeder hose right there. Goes all the way across into that barn. There's a hydrant over there. And I did buy some pipe insulation. Those 6-foot pieces are I think they're $1.20 a piece. They wrap right around the hose. It just gives you a little more protection because that north wind on this ridge is just brutal. And then this other hose going down the hill there, I think I am going to wrap it. We haven't seen cold weather yet. Just so it doesn't freeze. I don't think it can because there's water going through it, but I just, I don't mind being a little bit cautious just to make sure. But yeah, y'all seen mud? First of all, we haven't had that much rain, but we did have almost an inch last weekend. And those rubber pads, we put these fiberglass posts in there to keep the cows from flipping that over, or the bulls. But you can see, you can hear, if I be real quiet here, you can hear his. It sounds like a pilot light on a gas stove or water heater, if you listen to it. Folks, I got that thing cranked down. And I've got me a tool made that goes on that little petcock down there, that little silver thing right there. I don't have to reach my hand down in the water anymore. Keep it in the truck. All it is just a piece of plastic pipe with a slit cut in it that goes over that petcock, and you can adjust your water flow without getting your hands wet. Now, I don't want to be sticking my hand down in that water when it's 15 below zero out here. I do think I know these pieces of plywood backed up with these. I just put 2 steel posts on each one, and dug me just a little bit of a mole tunnel right there to get my hose under that piece of plywood without smashing my hose. I ran short of insulation. I didn't get me one more piece right there. Anyway, I tell you what, y'all need to check out these valves. Russ Wilson, Wilson Land and Cattle Company. That's his website, and you need to check them out. They're brass. There's just hardly anything on them that can go wrong. They just work. I like things that are simple and work. So we started grazing this out here. Let me veer out there. It's cold out here. My hands are getting cold. So the insurance fence. So we set this up. I had Joel with me, and this would have been our first strip from that wire right there up to the barn. And then you can see where the bulls are now. They're clear up there by the road. We've got, gosh, about 7 days off this one strip. Just giving them, there's 20, I believe there's 21 bulls in there. And you can see what we're leaving. I mean, there is a ton of forage in here. And there's some manure on it, but we won't be back here for 60 days or more. And so this will have a chance to get rained on. Cold weather will kind of freshen it up. And there's my insurance fence right over there. So what that is, folks, that's our next strip. We're not on it yet, but I made it a little wider than normal so that I can roll this wire up. I don't have to walk so far. Instead of walking from there all the way back to the road each day, which would be just labor intensive and a lot of extra work. In other words, giving them a long, narrow strip. Here, I laid out my strip. I don't know, it's got to be 40 yards. We'll just step it off. But anyway, the insurance fence is if cattle or deer or anything would knock this wire down right here, the one that they're on, and the whole mob gets into here, well, guess where they can go? They can go all the way to that house. All that all is got exposed to them. So your insurance fence is a wire that you put up in front of what you're grazing, so that if they do accidentally knock the wire down, a deer or whatever, they're not on the whole farm. So I'm gonna step this strip off. From this post, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. 26, 27, 30, 31, 37. So just if it was 40, that'd be 120. So you're 3, 6, 9. Yeah, it's 131 feet. No. It's 120 minus 9 feet. So it'd be, my brain's not right, 111 feet. 111 feet from there to here. Anyway, folks, look at the stockpile we have out here. It's kind of hard to walk through it, and I'm not complaining. So, we need another insurance fence. Well, we've got the pond fence right there. There's a wire going around that pond down there. And it goes up to that big tree up there. So, but from there, it goes back that way around the pond, that other direction. So I'm gonna go over there at that corner and run a wire from the road down to the fence. That's gonna be my next insurance fence, so that as I'm grazing this strip back toward the road, if they come out here and that wire's down, again, they're not on the whole farm. It doesn't take that long to do it. Just do it. Just put you up a barrier insurance fence. There's no worse feeling in the world to come out here in the morning to move your animals. Something happened. You know, I haven't had it happen very often, but every now and then a deer or something will knock that wire down. These cattle are so trained that if that wire's popping, they're even if it's laying on the ground, they're not going to walk over it. But yeah, people always ask me, Greg, why do you love fescue so much? Well, folks, it's December 13th. It's cold out here. And look, you can't do that with Bermuda grass, bahia, Can't do it with crabgrass. Can't do it with orchard grass. You can't do it with bluegrass. This stuff stays green. And those bulls up there, when I turned them in on the strip this morning, all you hear is just chomp, 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 chomp. They're just absolutely thriving. The bulls are fat. And I'll tell you another thing about fescue. It provides a good companion plant for clover. It's keeping the clover from frosting. So there's still green clover out here, and we've had a lot of days where, I mean, we've had hard killing frost. And look what's nestled down in there. Clover. It's like giving them bulls a piece of pie. And there's the ice cream. Yeah, there's the ice cream. You can give your bulls or your cows green clover in the middle of December after numerous killing frost. That's worth a lot. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. This is our paddock for in the morning. I've got to get this put in, and my fingers are freezing off. I've got one in my pocket, and yeah, it's chilly out here. I just want to give everybody a reminder, be checking out this coming Saturday, the 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. There's a documentary coming out, and all you got to do to watch it is sign up ahead of time on that email list, and you'll get a notification where it's free. And we go into a lot of detail at Judy Farms, where we started from, the practices we use, and that leads into, we're going to have 40 separate lessons that you can sign up for. And they're going to be kicked out each day for the next, starting, I guess it'll be on the 17th, like 40 consecutive days. And I'm hosting this with Justin Rhodes at Abundance Plus. And he sent a professional videographer out here to shoot the videos, and did a really good job. And what I liked about it was the videographer was a farmer, a grazer. And so the questions that he brought to the table were just outstanding. And so yeah, it's going to be a good time, and live question and answer session afterwards. It's the first time I've ever done anything like that. So I'll be there where you can ask questions if you have any, and I hope to see you there on Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday the 16th. Take care, folks.